I'm live. Obey. Yes, that's my shirt. Obey. So guys, all right, 38, 40 people in here. You saw these videos. You saw the video yesterday. The one about the incitement of violence at Trump rallies, where Hillary Clinton's campaign directly pays super PACs and other organizations to have people bust out and flown out to Chicago and Arizona, where they blocked the highways, incited violence. It's directly linked to Hillary's campaign. It's in the fucking video. The guy yesterday that was in the video, fired. The guy that was in the video today, fired. So if you don't think this has any meaning, or this is just another one of those things that's on a right-wing blog that people are just gonna forget about, it's not gonna be a big deal. Yeah, you know what? Donald Trump isn't talking about it right now at his rally. I just watched his live feed. He's not talking about it, but you better bet your ass that when they're on the debate stage tomorrow night and it's Fox that's covering it, that you better bet that they're gonna be covering this. They've already, CNN already fucking covered this. You saw what I posted earlier, how CNN covered that, the fact that they fight like really broadly, but still, it went that high, okay? Let's see what the comments are saying right now. It's gonna be a beautiful shit show, that's for sure. Paid protesters, not surprised, I know. Undercover journalism, you want done, Project Veritas can help you, yeah. Mobile pleds, what video? Nick doesn't know what video. Dude, it's on my timeline, go watch it. Project Veritas, James O'Keefe, came out of nowhere. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know about this Project Veritas. Apparently he's the guy that was behind Acorn. He's the guy, not behind Acorn, but that brought Acorn to light. And then I don't know about the whole Acorn thing, but apparently he got smeared. Like the guy that quit today smeared this guy that outed him, like, oh, this right-wing blogger, right? Dude, he outed you and you had to quit your fucking job. You can't smear him as some conspiratorial right-wing guy when fucking you just lost your job. Like, are you kidding me? I can't believe there's people online right now saying these videos, are they real? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't Star Wars fucking Attack of the Clones. This is real fucking world people. You can see their faces on the camera. You can see their name. You can Google their fucking name. You can see who they are. You can see they're paid by the Hillary Clinton campaign. You can see the organization that's under the DNC, under Hillary, giving them money. And you think it's fake. These people think it's fucking fake. No, voter fraud, voter intimidation, that's what it is. That's what I'm calling it, voter intimidation. The incitement of violence at Donald Trump rallies, paid incitement of violence, voter intimidation, that's what that fucking is. Let's get back to the comments. Is there any mainstream media coverage in America? Yeah, no, they've been covering it. If you check on Twitter, watch, the guy's name is James O'Keefe, or is it James? Okay, hold on a second. I get all these freaking names, all these new people. Yeah, O'Keefe, O''Keefe, James O'Keefe. You follow him on Twitter. Dude, guys, get a Twitter account. If you're this far into the election, you're like, oh, I don't use Twitter. Just get a fucking egg. That's what it is. Your profile picture is an egg. Just get an account so you can look at Twitter. Actually, I don't know if you need an account to look at Twitter. Do you need an account? I don't know. But still. Go to James O'Keefe's Twitter. You can see him tweeting all the mainstream. He's loving it. This guy is blowing up on YouTube. His video yesterday was number 2, number 3, or whatever it was, blowing up. YouTube's a bunch of fucking cucks. Let me tell you, they are blocking this video. Reddit is blocking this video. The mainstream media does not want this. That's another reason why Donald Trump isn't talking about this. Why Fox News is barely touching it. Sean Hannity. Okay, guys, yesterday, when this video came out, nobody's touching this video. Sean Hannity touches it. Okay, Sean Hannity, I don't give a fuck what you think about him. I don't give a fuck if you think, oh, well, there was this one time he did this, whatever. It's fucking identity politics. We don't do identity politics here. If somebody has a good story and they promote it, you give them a fucking pat on the back. I don't give a fuck what they did before that. So, Sean Hannity needs some praise. I don't know much about the guy, but I know he was one of the only people that covered it yesterday, me included. I know a lot of people, I know a lot of you like Dave Rubin. I follow him, I friended all you people from Dave Rubin. He hasn't even watched the videos yet. I get online, find the frickin' video. I'm on Gab, I'm on Reddit, I'm on Facebook. I find these fucking videos, I share them with all of you. Everyone's freaking out because the mainstream media is not showing them, right? Guys, you got to be able to see through the bullshit and see what's important and what isn't. These people were fired over these videos. They were fucking fired. And there's Hillary shills online trying to say, oh, well, the videos aren't really real. This doesn't prove anything. Blah, blah, blah. Fucking fuck off. Are you kidding me? They're fired. They quit. They didn't quit. You know they didn't quit. They were asked to leave, of course. Let me get back to the comments here a second because I'm going on rants. But that's what this video is about. That's what I wanted to say. I'm going to get to, I know I just said I'm going to get to the questions, but hold on a second. There is a time and place for reason and for being calm and going over the facts and going through things slowly and figuring out what's going on. And there's a time to get fucking emotional that we spent the whole primary season and all of these people were saying, look at all these Bernie fans at the Trump rallies causing a bunch of shit. There are all these fucking Bernie fans going out to Trump rallies and doing all this shit. It was Hillary's campaign paying people to go start shit. I'm not saying the videos are fake, but the guy reportedly has a track record of editing videos to take things out of context. Fuck you. Fuck you. What's your name? Danny Flynn? You're retarded. Okay, who the fucker's gonna... When you say fucking, you sound kind of Irish, mate. I don't care. Bird dogging, yes. I haven't used the word yes, but it's called bird dogging apparently. I set this up like I'm gonna get on here and do shit. No, I'm gonna rant. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't give a fuck. You know what's funny? Dave Rubin was just live on Facebook, and I was waiting. I was like, all right, Donald Trump's live, Dave Rubin's live, I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna go live, because I wanted to go at 6, and it's freaking 6, quarter to 7, whatever it is right now. He's not even talking about the video. Like, why should I wait for him when he's not even talking about this important? You watch the debate tomorrow. They're gonna talk about Project Veritas, James OKeefe. They're gonna bring it up, the voter fraud, voter intimidation from the Hillary camp, and it is going to be a big deal. You think there were, okay, you guys watched the second debate. Second debate was phenomenal. It was really great. Third debate is going to be even better because, you know, the second debate, everybody was talking about the one moment where he said, oh, well, you'll be in jail. Like, that was the one moment everybody remembers. But the whole thing was good. The whole second debate was excellent, right? And the third debate is going to be even better. There's not going to be just one moment where it's like, oh, you're in jail. There's going to be more than one big moments that we're going to be talking about. Mainstream media is going to be talking about this. Watch it tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing a pre-debate thing like I'm doing right now. I'm doing that now, and I should have done it sooner. I shouldn't have waited for them, but here we are. Let's see what else the comments are saying. Hey, Scott Taylor just joined. What's up, Scott? You just missed my whole rant. Scott, you just missed my whole rant. Calling people names without a response is kind of sad. I don't know when you joined. Sorry for calling you a fuckhead, whatever. It doesn't matter. But I just went on a whole rant about how these videos are obviously true. They're not fucking... This isn't Star Wars Attack of the Clones. This isn't Avatar. You can see the fucking people on the screen. You can see their names, and you know they're paid by the Hillary campaign. This is not rocket science. They're real videos. Taking them out of context, the videos show them talking at length, sentence after sentence after paragraph, them just talking. That is not taking out of context. What else we got on here? What are the questions you guys asking? It's nearly impossible to misinterpret or edit those clips deceptively, but he hasn't mentioned this. Everybody, okay, what are some simple questions you guys have here? Point by point, if you were Trump, how would you destroy Hillary? I don't know if I'm going to get into that. Let me just go through our more details. If you guys are still not believing this, because I think the first and foremost, we need to get people to understand why I'm freaking out about these videos and why this is super important compared to everything else. This is one of the biggest bombshells of the campaign, and you guys need to understand that. So let me go back here to where I find most of this info. Scott Foval is the guy from the first video, right? Oh, actually, let me go back to the post that I did earlier. Sorry, pause a second. Okay, so Americans United for Change, Scott Foval. Democracy Partners, Bob Kramer. Both of those guys fired, or quote-unquote fired, quit. Democracy Partners, Americans United for Change. These are all groups, super PACs, all these things. In the video, it explains. For those of you who haven't seen the video, Campaigns, Hillary's campaign can't converse with the super PAC. They can't talk to each other. That's the definition of a super PAC. If you ever saw, what is his name? Jon Stewart, not Jon Stewart. Anyways, super PACs, you can't talk to the campaign. That's what these middlemen are. That's these people that got fired, they're the middlemen. They're the organizations that are under the super PAC, talking to the super PAC. They talk to Hillary's campaign, they talk to the super PAC. They're the middleman. They got fucking fired. So why is the middleman getting fired if they didn't do something wrong? That's another thing I heard somebody say, is that maybe they got fired because they were lying. Maybe they were lying on video and that's why they quit, is because what? That doesn't even make any fucking sense. You can hear the compassion in their voice. You can hear that they hate Donald Trump in their voice on the video. It's obvious what they're doing. All right, let's get back to the questions. Isn't WikiLeaks a big deal too? WikiLeaks is a big deal. But I think for the Democrats and for the independents in the middle who are still undecided about what's going on, I think videos like this really kind of bring that home. It really gets that emotion in there, which is why I'm bringing the emotion to this instead of just being rational and talking about this and answer questions. You really need to understand how much this matters, that people were paid to go start fights at Trump rallies. All this press, all this negative press that he's getting about, look how violent they are. You don't see this at Hillary rallies. Yeah, because Trump's not paying people to go to Hillary rallies and start shit. And Hillary is. So, I forgot the question. What were we talking about? Oh my God. You guys, thanks for joining me here. 60 people watching. Dave Rubin had 200 people watching. I've got 60 people watching. Dave Rubin had 200. That's a huge chunk. That's a little bit bigger than a quarter of his audience, and I'm just a fucking nobody. He's got a studio and shit. So, what else do you guys want to talk about? What other questions you got? WikiLeaks is too complicated for Americans to follow. It is. That's the tangent I was going on, is that it's just a list of words. Anybody can Photoshop a fucking image of some words. So they don't believe it, even though it's painfully obvious that what WikiLeaks is doing and that these are real emails, that these are the lost. Like, oh, that's another point I want to bring. Who in here really loves Jill Stein? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Jill Stein. You guys love Jill Stein, right? The people that aren't on the alt-right that I followed from Milo Yiannopoulos and whatever. I know I still have some Bernie friends here, some Bernie people that went to Jill Stein. She's on fire right now. And the Donald, okay, Reddit's The Donald has I want to say 2 or 3 posts on the main page of The Donald right now about Jill Stein because she's hammering Hillary with this shit. Let me show you actually. Where the hell is it? Oh man, where was it? I just saw it. Jill Stein is on the roll, pointing out the left's hypocrisy. Where is the defense of WikiLeaks from all the pundits who speculated that Trump would try to silence critical journalism? Right? If they say that Trump's going to try and silence critical journalism, what in the good living fuck is CNN doing right now? Silencing critical journalism. Boom. Jill Stein. She's on a roll. Yeah, the top story on Google News. Oh my God, it was so funny. Yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw the first video of James OKeefe yesterday. He gets on, it wasn't a live stream, it was on YouTube. He posted this video. He's showing Fox News. Fox News is this story about a corgi trying to, it's not even a story, it's just an internet video of this corgi trying to get up the stairs. And James OKeefe's sitting there like, this is what they're covering instead of covering my fucking video right now, is a dog. And then they had to post another one, they were covering cats. Like, I understand that they need to go through some legal framework to understand that these guys can sue them for defamation, but it doesn't take that long. The video that he released today already had an intro from yesterday's video. You gotta watch them. They're only 15 minutes long. They are a tinge boring, but the information is there. Watch these videos. The posts that I made before, go to my Facebook, watch these videos. It's important. It's not, okay, so people are going to say, well, this doesn't change anything. Hillary's still going to win, blah, 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 blah. Listen, guys, Go look at the early voting in Florida. Is Florida the biggest swing state this year? Yes, it is. Even what are they? 538 says that Florida is going to be 20% the tipping point state for the election. The Republicans have the highest amount of early registered voters or early voting ballots requests and returned ballots. So the requests for ballots and the ballots turned back in, the most the Republicans have ever had, and they're leading the Democrats this year. So 538 loves to say, oh, well, Donald Trump's big rallies don't mean anything. Oh, well, the huge turnout in the primaries don't mean anything. Oh, well, the voter early voting in Florida doesn't matter. All this stuff where he's in the lead, it doesn't matter. Oh, it doesn't matter because look at the average of the polls. No, fuck that. If you guys are watching the polls and getting discouraged, do not watch the polls and get discouraged. Turn out, turn out, turn out. Okay? Let's get back to the questions. Why do you think they're going to talk about Veritas tomorrow? The questions are screened. They might just ignore it like they did with other important facts. No, they didn't. When Trump had the Pussygate bullshit, they covered that right away. That was a few days before, or not, if not a day before, wasn't it? And they immediately had questions right out the gate about that. And remember, this third debate is on Fox. So, and yes, Fox was covering corgis and cats instead of this video that was super important yesterday, but they're still not on Hillary's side. They'll take any chance to show the viewers something bad about Hillary. So, especially Sean Hannity. I don't know who the debate moderator is going to be. I think they only have one. The second debate, they had 2 debate moderators. Anyways, so what other questions you got? Oops, I think these questions got bonked. There they are. Wait. This might be delayed. All I got is Clinton could not win the merits, so she's rigged the primary. Never underestimate the filthy shit bitch known as Hillary Clinton. Well, that's one way to say it. How's the pussy grabbing plant? This plant isn't a pussy grabbing plant. What the fuck are you talking about? Why? Okay, why does this person keep posting the same thing? Can somebody ban this guy, Gunther Albert? Dude, just stop. I'm gonna ban you. You post this again and I'm gonna ban you because you're really throwing off the comments. Chris Wallace's debate moderator. Okay, I don't know much about him. Yeah, dude, I'm banning you because you just won't stop saying that. So, not you, but this other guy. Fox just covered the videos. Right, they did. And I knew Fox was about to cover the videos from today and yesterday at 6 o'clock, but I wanted to get on here and do a live thing myself. I was about to do, hey, Crystal Tompkins is here. What's up, dude? I don't know who all is here. I know 60 of you here, but I don't know who's here. So, let's get back to, I did ban him. Yes, Katie Wall, I banned that guy. I didn't realize, I thought my questions weren't loading because I kept seeing that same question. I'm like, what the fuck? So I banned that guy. Will Chris ask Hillary tough questions? Yeah, I think he's going to ask both of them tough. Can somebody answer me this? Why do people on the Donald subreddit and why do a lot of people who like Donald Trump, why do they not like Megyn Kelly? Because I feel like the times that I've seen Megyn Kelly, she's been really fair and against both candidates. Like she's been hitting Hillary really hard and she's hitting Trump really hard. So is she not? Am I just missing something? Is she just, I don't know. People need to volunteer. Yep, it's true. Who's adorable? All right, let me get back to this. So that guy, what was the other one? We talked about Scott Foval from the first video getting fired, and then Bob got fired. That just happened, by the way. When I got home, I was about to do this. That happened at like 5:30. So when I first posted that, the guy from the second video that came out today around, and that came out late. I feel like that video came out around 1:32, and that guy was already fired by the time I got home at 4 o'clock. 2 hours, like that. The video comes out and it's that damning. The guy has quit. Boom. All right, what's the top thing? You guys, it's hard to tell what's important. I want to stress this too. I know you guys still might think that this videos that I'm talking about aren't going to sway voters or whatever, and it's not important. It's one of the most important things. It really is. I can't even articulate why it is. It just really is. What's this thing? Okay, the top thing on the download right now is about WikiLeaks bomb. Leaks showing plot to frame Assange for pedophilia and being a Russian spy. I mean, WikiLeaks is just pulling out all the stops. What other questions do you guys have? Did I see the post about the poll they did of 1,000 people from every state and found that Trump was up 40%? I believe it. Because they keep saying, okay, well, these polls where they're polling more Democrats than Republicans, say they'll have 20% more Democrats than Republicans polled, and they'll show Hillary winning, and then the Republicans will say, well, they polled more Democrats, see? And then the Democrats will say, well, no, that's the electorate. Ugh, why do I keep saying that? Electorate. That's just how... That you can't say that 20% more Democrats are going to come out to vote. That doesn't make any fucking sense. We don't know who's going to come out to vote. It's about turnout. So when you give a poll out that says 20% more Democrats are going to come out to vote, that poll means shit. And when it has 20% more women in the vote, that poll means shit. So when you go on 538 or Real Clear Politics and it says the average of the polls, count how many of those fucking polls do not have an equal number of Republicans and Democrats in them, because that's how they're getting their number. Turnout, turnout, turnout. Yeah, John Kerry was putting pressure on Ecuador to embassy to shut down WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks. Here was my thought. Maybe Julian Assange, sitting there in Ecuador, said to those guys, look, if they want to shut down my internet and they ask you to, if somebody asks you to do this, just do it. It's going to be huge press, and we're going to show them that they're corrupt. I think he would do that. I don't see any reason why he wouldn't say, go ahead and do it. They ask you to do it for a second, and we'll get some press about it. It's perfect. Based WikiLeaks, yes. What's my main concern regarding national issues? Okay, a lot of people think that the Supreme Court is something that we really need to think about, and me being a liberal guy that voted for Obama and voted for Bernie and have liberal values, grew up a liberal, I'm pro-choice, pro-legalization, pro-gay rights, and all that shit. Like, I should be concerned about the Supreme Court, right? Because Donald's running mate, VP, is not my cup of tea, to be honest. But luckily the VP doesn't have much power and doesn't do much. So the Supreme Court, though, aren't most of the older ones that would be leaving Republican? Right, there's 4 and 4 right now. Aren't the oldest ones Republican? So if Hillary gets in and she gets to replace Justice Scalia and a couple of those other older Republicans, then we're going to have a 7-2 or 7-2 Democrats in the Supreme Court. I don't know if I really even want that. Like, to be honest, I'd rather have it be more fair. So, and if Donald gets in, he's going to replace Scalia and those other 2 Republicans that leave with Republicans, and we'll be back to 5-4 like we were. I mean, yeah, they have a majority in 5-4, but at least it's a little more even than 7-2. Does anybody else agree with me on that? I just thought of that today. I haven't really heard anybody else talking about that. Why is everybody mad? Or why is somebody posting the mad thing? That's the same person doing that. I forget it. What are you guys saying? I want to see you guys' response to that. Agree. So we got 1 agree. Pence is just for show. I like Pence. They say, what the fuck? Glenn Beck. Well, who's talking about Glenn Beck? Who's posting all the angry faces on here? I don't know. Why are people posting about Glenn Beck? What the hell happened to Glenn Beck? I don't understand. Did something happen to him? Do I think Cruz really cares about Trump being in office? I mean, Cruz probably still thinks he's anointed by God to be the president of the United States at some point in his life, so that's why he pulled that shitty stunt at the RNC and then backtracked on it when it was convenient for him and said, oh yeah, well actually I'll go ahead and endorse Donald Trump since it looks like he's actually going to win. I tried to stop him at the RNC by not endorsing him and causing a huge ruckus, and it didn't work because I'm an idiot, but now I'll endorse him. Cruz is an idiot. Glenn was exposed as being paid off by the DNC. Oh shit, are you guys serious? Is this on? What's going on? Is this just happening or what? That sounds right. Dude, that's so stupid. I remember watching Glenn Beck back in, I want to say 2006 or whenever he was on Fox, and he was pretty reasonable. He was pretty centrist. Like, McCain used to be kind of centrist, and then he went super far right with Palin. I feel like Glenn Beck was kind of like that too, and he's kind of going back to where he was now, only is super emotional about it and stuffing Cheetos all over his face. But, yeah, I don't follow him enough to know, so you guys are informing me about him. Donald's balls are bigger than Ted Cruz's whole persona. WikiLeaks covered Glenn Beck. Okay, I'll have to look into that. I want to see how long I've been going here. I'm trying to figure that out. Because I don't want to go too long, but I want to keep you guys entertained here. Oh, 27 minutes? Really? It's only been 27 minutes? I gotta find more time, more filler time. What should I fill the time with? What do you guys want to ask about? Should I just end it here and do a 30-minute one? I mean, this is kind of a pre-debate thing, so we should talk about the debate more. I saw a huge comment just come in. What's that about? Gary says, I'm pro-choice marriage, but very pro-2A. I'm pro-2A too, Second Amendment. The Supreme Court is paramount this election. Donald's VP pick was needed for the Christian and super conservative vote. That's true. If the shills get in, we are screwed on Second Amendment issues. That's kind of true. I mean, the gun show loopholes thing I can understand, right, guys? Like, Can we not agree that going to a gun show and just getting a gun without a background check, isn't that how it is? You can go to a gun show, get a gun without a background check? That's not, like, that's how the terrorists win. That's how people that aren't supposed to have guns get them. Let's not do that. But yeah, no, they're gonna try and ban quote-unquote assault weapons. They throw the word assault in front of whatever gun they want and say, yeah, we're gonna ban this one because it's an assault gun. Yeah, no, let's not do that. Shelly Bannon Wheat says, I should run for any political role. I know, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Except for neither side would have me because I'm too liberal for the Republicans and too, I guess, I'm going to phrase it this way, I'm too open-minded for the liberals, right? The freaking social justice warriors and the regressive left right now won't have it. If you're not in their boat, if you're not in their bubble, is thinking exactly the way they think, like that guy Peter Thiel, right? I don't know why I remember his name. Peter Thiel, is that the guy that was donated to Donald Trump's campaign? He's gay, and a bunch of people went online and were like, well, he's not really gay. He likes guys, but he's not the gay lifestyle kind of. He's not liberal gay or whatever they tried to quantify it as. That's bullshit. Dave Rubin called that shit out a long time, or no, Milo Yiannopoulos called that stuff out a while ago. He was like, you know who the next okay person, the okay demographic to villainize besides white men, the next demographic, gay white men. Gay white men are the next demographic that are okay, open season to be vilified by the left. Because they're part of the patriarchy. Doesn't matter. Fuck them, right? It's so sad. It's so stupid. I don't think this is going to survive another 4 years. This regressive left social justice warrior bullshit. What age group do you think this is? Like, I feel like people my age even are doing this. So 30 and under, maybe 30 down to high school even. I feel like all these kids in high school and middle school right now, that 8 years right there and the 8 years above it, the 8 years below this social justice warrior, they got to be looking at this shit going, well, come on guys, what the fuck? So in a few years, these younger kids are going to come up and they're going to have something new. And I feel like the alt-right is helping them. A lot of these younger guys are looking to the alt-right, looking to Milo Yiannopoulos, looking to Gamergate, and just really understanding what's going on, especially with the social media. Who keeps posting shit? This thing keeps beeping at me. Shut up. Most of them are college brats and rich kids that know nothing. Yeah. Project Veritas previously exposed Hillary's donors wanting her to use an executive order to take care of handguns. Yeah, I saw that one too, yeah. Alright guys, I think I covered it. I don't know if I'm going to do a recap or not. Just watch those videos. Watch the Project Veritas videos. Follow James O'Keefe. He's on Facebook too, I forgot to mention this. I think it's called Project Veritas Action, and then James O'Keefe. Follow him on Facebook. This is just as important as WikiLeaks. We need to be watching what he's doing. So if you follow WikiLeaks on Twitter or on Facebook, follow also Project Veritas and James O'Keefe. I see we're dwindling down to 45 people here. I was at 60. So I'm going to cut this short and call it good. See you guys after the debate. I'll post some stuff during the debate, and I'm going to go through some of these comments and see you guys in the threads. I'm gonna call it right there.